Imagine this, you walk into a pharmacy, but your medicine is not there. Not just one, almost everything is missing. Hospitals start running out, prices suddenly shoot up, people panic. Now here is the shocking truth. This is not a random disaster. This could happen if just one country stops exporting medicines, and that country is India. So the real question is, why does the world depend so much on India for medicines? And what happens if that supply suddenly stops? India is often called the pharmacy of the world. But this is not just a title, it's reality. India supplies medicines to more than 200 countries, from small clinics in Africa to hospitals in the United States. Indian medicines are everywhere. Let's look at the numbers. India produces about 20% of the world's generic medicines. That means 1 out of every 5 generic pills used globally comes from India. For vaccines, the impact is even bigger. During COVID, India's companies supplied vaccines to dozens of countries. Many low-income nations depended heavily on India. So why India? Because India makes medicines at a large scale and at lower cost. This makes treatments affordable for millions of people. Countries that cannot produce enough medicines themselves depend on India's exports, especially in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Now, this is important. This is not just a theory. In 2020, during COVID, India temporarily restricted exports of some medicines. Suddenly, many countries faced shortages. Hospitals were worried. Governments started searching for alternatives. It showed one clear truth. The world is deeply connected to India's supply. Now imagine a bigger scenario. Not just temporary restriction, but a full stop. What happens? First, prices go up. Because supply drops, demand stays. Second, shortages begin. Critical medicines like antibiotics, painkillers, vaccines become harder to find. Third, healthcare systems struggle, especially in developing countries. For many people, treatment becomes unaffordable or unavailable. You might think rich countries will be safe, but not really. Even countries like the US and Europe depend on Indian generics. Without India, they will need to find new suppliers. But that takes time, and time in healthcare means lives. Here is something most people don't know. Even India depends on other countries for raw materials. A large portion of pharmaceutical ingredients comes from China. So the global system is connected. If one link breaks, the entire chain feels the shock. Now countries are realizing this risk. They are trying to build local manufacturing, diversify supply chains, reduce dependency. But this will take years. Until then, India remains a key pillar of global healthcare. So next time you take a medicine or visit a hospital, think about this. That small tablet may have traveled across countries from factories in India to reach you. And if that flow stops, the impact is not local, it becomes global. Because in today's world, health is connected, and sometimes one country quietly holds the power to affect millions of lives.